Today, I'm going to show you something that will change your life. Have you ever wondered why self-discipline is one of the greatest secrets to unlocking your full potential? Self-discipline and willpower are two of the greatest secrets to unleashing all your potential. Nowadays, maintaining self-discipline is becoming increasingly difficult. I'm going to show you why self-discipline matters and how to develop it. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Have you ever tried to do something and later felt guilty about it? Such moments usually stem from a lapse in judgment or a lack of discipline. Here's the trick. With strong self-discipline and willpower, you can do what needs to be done at any moment without being hindered by temptation or laziness. Self-discipline lets us study or work even when we don't feel like it. It enables us to say no to extra sweets. It helps us maintain a regular exercise routine and reach our fitness goals. In short, it makes it possible to live our lives the way we ideally want. That means higher grades in school, more energy, a better mood, and looking and feeling better. There are several theories about how discipline and willpower work. The most important is the ego depletion model of self-control. This model suggests that the brain operates like a muscle with a limited, depletable strength. No one is 100% disciplined all the time. We all have weak moments. These weaknesses emerge when our discipline muscle becomes fatigued. Various studies have shown that certain types of mental exertion can negatively impact subsequent discipline-requiring actions. Research usually goes like this. Two groups of subjects are studied. The first group performs an activity requiring high self-control, while the second group carries out an activity requiring very little discipline. Both groups are then faced with another self-control challenge. The group that did the demanding task first performs poorly afterward, while the group that preserved its willpower reserves shows better self-discipline. So what does all this actually mean? For us mere mortals, it shows that we do not have infinite reserves of self-discipline and willpower. Therefore, while it's important to cultivate and develop your self-discipline, you must also understand that there is a proper way to harness it. I'll give you more information about that shortly. Now, without discipline, you are letting your life be controlled by your emotions. And that's essentially like letting someone else control your life. There are two ways to approach a task. The first is to say, I'll do it when I feel like it. And the second is to say, I'll do it, and then I'll start feeling like it. Which method do you think is more likely to actually get things done? Has this ever happened to you, that your mind drifted elsewhere while you were trying to do what you needed to do? There are 3 simple steps to developing your self-discipline. 1. Start small. We all have many big ideas and lofty goals. The key to making progress toward them is to start with small steps. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, don't begin by aiming to lose 1 kilogram per week. First, eliminate sugary drinks and drink only water with your meals. Once you've mastered that, remove the habit of eating dessert every evening and substitute a serving of fruit instead. By celebrating these small victories, you build momentum and confidence to keep moving forward. 2. Practice daily. When you start small, you should have no problem practicing your self-discipline every day. In doing so, you build good habits. After all, we are creatures of habit. No excuses. Make it happen. The 3rd year of medical school in the United States is considered the most demanding. On many rotations, you go in before sunrise and get out after sunset. When I had the luxury of deciding whether to go to the gym after finishing early, I forced myself to go. I decided that a tired workout is better than no workout. And if I had the luxury of asking myself whether to go, the answer was already clear. On many days, I got out too late, and there was no question of going to the gym. Therefore, it was paramount to capitalize on any opportunity no matter how tired I was, to go to the gym when possible. Lifting weights was a great form of stress relief, and it left me happier and healthier as a result. 3. Ramp up. Gradually. After you have mastered the smaller tasks and built confidence in your self-discipline, it's time to slowly increase the difficulty. Returning to the weight loss example, let's say you started by walking 20 minutes a day. Ramp it up to 30, then 40. At some point, start jogging, cycling, or doing HIIT intervals. Keep challenging yourself incrementally. You don't go from a 20-minute walk to running a marathon overnight, but you can certainly get there step by step if you work at it. Quick disclaimer. This is just an example. Obviously, figure out what works best for you and consult a professional before starting any rigorous physical activity. Make it easier on your future self. Your willpower reserves are limited. Plan ahead and put yourself in situations that make it easier to achieve your goals or stick to your habits. It's easy to avoid unhealthy foods and drink only water when you're not starving or dehydrated. The times you're most likely to fail are when you have no healthy alternatives and you're left with the choice of either eating junk food or being really hungry. Similarly, if you don't keep ice cream or candy in the house, it'll be much easier to resist sweets when late-night cravings hit. Build appropriate systems. After all, we are human, and our emotions and impulses carry great weight in our behavior. Therefore, incentivize yourself with rewards and discourage unwanted behavior with consequences. I personally love dark chocolate, and I reward myself with a bit of dark chocolate post-workout when I go to the gym. I know others who use apps or services that charge them money if they miss a workout or fail to wake up by a certain time. These systems vary from person to person, so figure out what works best for you. The misconception of doing what you love. There's truth in the often heard saying, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But no matter what you do, there will be parts you enjoy and parts you don't. People often get turned off by the parts they don't like and abandon the whole idea. The key is to learn to love the process. I love reconstructive plastic surgery, educating students, healthcare innovation, sports cars, and racing on the track. However, each of these pursuits also has aspects I don't love, and that's where discipline comes into play. Thanks to discipline, I completed pre-med years, 4 years of medical school, and now my residency. I've endured the tough and less fun times, and as the process progressed, I learned to love it. Memorizing biochemical pathways on a tired Friday night isn't my idea of fun, but the sense of accomplishment, the vast knowledge, helping patients, and seeing my own improvement is immensely rewarding. Sure, there are many things I would change about medical education and the healthcare system in the US, but I have grown to love the process I'm in. So how can you learn to love your own process? This idea deserves its own video, but in short, appreciate the craftsmanship in your work. Focus on developing skills and mastery, and the reward will come naturally. Autonomy, creativity, impact, and recognition add value to your endeavors, but you aren't entitled to them. You have to earn them. A friend of mine is currently in her intern year, the first year of residency. She has set a goal to always take the stairs instead of the elevator. Some days she climbs more than 100 flights. This is not only great for cultivating self-discipline, but also an excellent way to maintain physical fitness and improve mood and energy levels. Hey, beautiful sibling, thank you all so much for watching the video. If you've made it this far, you're now part of our family. I love you, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.